All right, let's get right into it. We're going to break down how you can build a business that pulls in $10,000 a month. Not with a big team, not with a giant loan, but with an AI toolkit that costs less than your monthly coffee budget. No, seriously.
Let's just kick things off with this question because it really gets to the heart of everything. This one idea, it basically challenges decades of old school business advice and forces you to completely rethink what scaling even means in today's world.
And this right here perfectly lays out the massive shift we're talking about. You've got the old way, just burning through cash on salaries, moving at a slow human pace. And then you have the new way, a super lean $47 stack of AI tools that are working for you 24/7. It's just a completely different ballgame.
So, first things first, let's talk about the biggest obstacle that trips up most founders. It's this outdated hiring playbook. This is exactly where so many promising businesses go wrong before they even really get off the ground.
You know, this idea that your first big move should be to hire someone, it's a total trap. It's just a cash burn strategy that absolutely kills startups. Remember, the goal isn't to build a big team. The goal is to build a profitable business. And the smartest path to get there isn't paved with paychecks anymore.
Which brings us to the good part, the solution. Let's dig into the incredible new economics of building a business with a tiny but super strategic AI stack. And look, this isn't about replacing humans. It's about replacing all those unnecessary costs and slowdowns.
And what's just mind-blowing here is the sheer scale of the savings. We're not talking about a few $100. This $47 stock replaces the work of a junior marketer, which could easily run you $50,000 a year. That's a massive instant boost to your bottom line. Oh, and it gets even better. Your AI tools, they don't have bad days. They don't take holidays. They never get burned out. What you get is unbreakable consistency around the clock. Your business is just always running, always responding, and always producing for you. Okay, so let's see how this all works in the real world. It's time to meet your new digital employees. We're going to stop thinking about these as just software and start seeing them for what they really are. Key hires for very specific jobs. Your first and honestly most important hire is your chief of staff. This is the strategic brain of your entire operation, the core reasoning engine that's going to handle like 80% of all the heavy lifting, cognitively speaking. And that role? It's filled by ChatGPT Plus. And seriously, forget the free version. With Plus, you get the latest models, you get the ability to analyze images and PDFs, and you can even build custom GPTs that are trained on your own business data. The key is to use it for the big stuff, strategic brainpower, analyzing data, creating complex outlines, not just for simple little tasks. And the salary for this absolutely essential chief of staff? A flat $20 a month. It is, without a doubt, the single most valuable hire you can possibly make. Next up, you need to look professional, but you're probably not a designer. So let's just go ahead and hire a full design department, one that can handle all your branding, your social media content, your lead magnets, the whole shebang. And this is where Canva Pro comes in. With its brand kits for consistency and the AI-powered Magic Studio, your design bottleneck just vanishes. It lets a total non-designer look incredibly professional, which is a huge signal of trust and authority to your customers. And the cost for this entire department? Just under $15 a month. All of a sudden, creating stunning visuals is no longer a roadblock to growing your business. All right, finally, every single piece of content you create needs that final layer of polish. Just relying on your AI drafter and hitting publish is a classic rookie mistake. You need a quality control manager, a brand guard. That's Grammarly Premium. It's so much more than a spell checker. It analyzes your tone, it scores your clarity, it even checks for plagiarism. It is the essential safety net that makes sure everything you publish looks professional and sounds like you. For about $12 a month if you pay for the year, you've hired a meticulous editor who literally never misses a detail. This has to be your non-negotiable final step before anything goes out to the public. Okay, so you've hired your core team for $47. Now for the really cool part. Let's make them work together, automatically. The secret weapon here is using free tools to connect your whole stack and build workflows that run while you sleep. And look how simple this can be. Using a free tool like Make.com, you can set up a workflow. Let's say a new lead fills out a form. That immediately triggers ChatGPT to write a personalized email, which then automatically gets sent from your Gmail.
It costs you zero, it takes zero effort, and your customer gets an almost instant personal response. How cool is that?
And it doesn't stop there. With the free version of a tool like Tidio, you can add an AI chatbot to your site. That little bot can handle up to 80% of routine customer questions. All of a sudden, you look like a fully staffed, super responsive company even when you're sleeping.
Now, having the tools is one thing, but using them effectively, that takes a crucial shift in your mindset. So let's talk about the strategy that separates the amateurs from the experts. So here's the absolute key takeaway. Rookies ask the AI to write a blog post and they get back generic junk. Experts built a production line. They use the AI for structured research first. Then they get a messy first draft. Then they use Grammarly to polish it. And finally, they use Canva for the visuals. You see? It's a process, not a magic button. And that brings us to the big fear, right? Will Google penalize my AI content? The answer is simple: no. Google penalizes bad content, not AI content. If you use this stack to create genuinely helpful, high-quality stuff for real people, you will win.
So at the end of the day, the tools and the strategy are right here, right now. You can build a lean, mean, revenue-generating machine for less than $50 a month. This tech puts you on a level playing field with companies 10 times your size. So really, the question isn't if you can, it's how fast are you going to start?